Welcome back, folks. So the markets gave us another dose of rotation today after yesterday's bit of a breather.
Definitely.
We saw tech falling back inside that symmetrical triangle for a second time, while small caps, wow, they just kept charging.
And you can't forget silver.
Oh, silver went absolute parabolic to fresh highs. Meanwhile, the consumer data stayed robust, so that tug of war continues. Hope you navigated it well.
It was a tricky session for sure.
And before we jump in, just the usual reminder, none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just, calling what we see happening in the charts as things develop.
And that's really our mission today, right? To analyze this mixed signal. We're seeing a clear rotation out of those high-growth tech names.
And into what?
Well, into areas that suggest institutions are looking for inflation hedges, economic resilience. You have the strong consumer data clashing with technical resistance. Understanding that balance is just, it's key right now.
Okay, let's unpack the indexes then. The S&P 500, the SPY, it only slipped about 0.5%. But the chart,
the candle tells the story.
It really does. It formed a hammer candle right at the 20-day moving average. That tells me buyers showed up to defend that critical line.
Absolutely. The bulls are not throwing in the towel yet. The Dow, the DIA, was basically flat, down just 0.07%.
So the real weakness was in tech.
That's where it gets fascinating. The NASDAQ, QQQ, took the largest hit, down over 1%. It failed to hold that recent breakout.
Slipping right back inside that consolidation range.
Exactly. And that sets up a pretty dangerous reversal if tech buyers don't reclaim that level immediately.
And that potential crack in the QQQ makes the rotation story even more compelling, doesn't it?
It does. Look at the Russell 2000, the IWM.
Up 0.7%. That confirms it. Clear movement into more economically sensitive names. We even saw follow-through in some setups we mentioned yesterday.
Like Alibaba.
Right, extended its gains from that wedge breakout. And Deere, ticker DE, had a massive day.
Exploded higher right out of that multi-week consolidation we talked about. The market is clearly looking beyond big tech for leadership.
Okay, let's pivot to the economic data, because that feels like the fuel for all this indecision.
It really is. We had 3 key points. First, the delayed November PPI came in at 0.2%, right on consensus. No big surprise there.
But the consumer data, that was hot.
Very hot. Retail sales surprised everyone, coming in at plus 0.6% when the forecast was 0.4%.
And existing home sales jumped to 4.35 million.
Way above consensus. So, if we connect the dots here, Grok Trade really sees this as evidence of a highly resilient consumer. That means the disinflation story won't be a straight line down.
Which keeps the Fed cautious.
Precisely. And that caution is fueling the technical indecision we're seeing.
Makes sense. And just a quick reminder for everyone listening, if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, please do drop it in the comments.
Yeah, we want to know what you're looking at.
It helps us make these videos more relevant, and we'll do our best to talk about what we see in a future episode. And as always, drop a like if you appreciate these summaries and click subscribe too so you can stay updated.
All right, so moving on to where the real fireworks were today.
Let's talk about it.
Bitcoin. It continued its momentum, climbing over 2% and extending that breakout from the consolidation we discussed yesterday.
It really looks like it's accelerating toward that psychological $100,000 level.
It seems to be acting as a perceived haven asset right now, but the real story, of course, was precious metals.
Gold, GLD, had a solid day, up 1%. But silver, SLV, my goodness.
Stole the show. A historic move, up over 7.5% on massive volume.
Rocketing to new records above $90. Just incredible.
And a move like that, it requires some seasoned trading wisdom. You just cannot chase price.
Never chase price.
Never. When an asset gets this extended, you have to be ready for what we call a capitulatory snapback. It's like a rubber band. The farther you stretch it, the harder it can snap back.
So you need strict protocols.
Strict risk protocols are essential. You need techniques for scaling into runaway moves without chasing. And, well, that's something we teach in depth in the Grok Trade Mentorship program.
So let's wrap this up. Today was really a textbook rotation day, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Solid economic data met technical resistance in tech, and money just flowed aggressively into small caps and metals.
Which suggests traders are prioritizing inflation risk over growth opportunity right now.
You have to stay extremely nimble here, especially with earnings approaching. Keep a close eye on whether the QQQ can repair its chart or if this rotation gets even deeper.
So a question for all of you out there. How are you playing the small cap strength and that silver surge? Are you scaling in or are you waiting patiently for a pullback? let us know.
We'd love to hear.
We wish you a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.